Zack Snyder, a couple of days ago, recently shared an image of Henry Cavill as Superman on his Instagram page. This picture is from the movie Batman v Superman. And the caption reads, Henry Cavill is Superman. From BVS, shot with my monochrome 50mm Noctilux. 3 weeks on Instagram. Thanks to everyone. You see the fire in his eyes. The nostalgia that the Snyder fans have. What does this mean? Is he coming back? Is the Snyderverse coming back? Will the Snyderverse finally be restored in all its glory? No, it's not. It's not coming back, guys. It's over. You have to move on. Now, we are way past the Snyderverse. The DCEU is over. He's not coming back. And again, no matter how much you liked Henry Cavill as Superman, I liked him too. But it's time to move on. David Cornsweat is Superman now. You have to deal with that fact. Whether you liked the new Superman movie or not, it doesn't matter. It changes nothing in regards to the Snyderverse coming back. It's not coming back. There was another rumor recently that said that James Gunn is essentially on his way out because Superman didn't perform high enough in the box office. Let's say that rumor is correct. Nothing changes. Oh, there'll be, for sure, a new Superman movie in the works with a different actor set in a different universe. But it won't be the Snyderverse because that's done. That's over. It's not coming back. The best you can get with Henry Cavill coming back as Superman, because ultimately that's what the people want. Because you notice how the people that are talking about restore the Snyderverse aren't talking about any other character beyond Henry Cavill Superman. They're not talking about Batfleck. They sure as hell ain't talking about Ezra Miller's Flash. They're not talking about Jason Momoa as Aquaman. They're not talking about Cyborg, played by Ray Fisher. They're not talking about Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman. The only person that they're talking about is Henry Cavill. So I gotta ask the Snyder fans, be real with me now. Do you really want the Snyderverse restored? Because the only guy you give a crap about is Henry Cavill. You could have a whole new, different DC universe, but ultimately it's Henry Cavill that you want. You don't care about anyone else in this universe. Every time I see Restore the Snyderverse trending, it's only about Henry Cavill, his Superman, and Zack Snyder directing it, but nothing about any of the other characters within the DCEU. But like I was saying, the best you're gonna get in regards to Henry Cavill returning is a cameo in a multiverse type of movie, which you had already in The Flash. Even though it wasn't him, it was just a CGI figure of him. But that's the best you're gonna get. And you have to accept that. You just have to. You have to accept that fact, guys. The Snyderverse is over. The nightmare is over. Come on, man. It's over, guys. The nightmare that was the Snyderverse. All three of his movies that he made within the DCEU, all three of them are mixed. And depending on who you ask, like me, for example, I liked Batman v Superman over the other two. Right? Didn't care for Man of Steel. And the Snyder cut of Justice League, while it had some good parts, was a clusterfuck of a movie. All sorts of random cameos, deleted scenes that didn't need to be in there. Martian Manhunter, as cool as he looked, did not need to be in that movie. There was no reason for him to be there. He just came out of nowhere, just randomly spawned. Like, oh, he was this dude the entire time. Ooh, who cares? The Justice League was a rushed movie anyway. Snyder cut, theatrical cut, doesn't matter. The movie was made too soon. One of the biggest reasons why it failed. But depending on who you ask, right, you'll have some people that prefer Man of Steel over the other two. And then you have some others who say that the Snyder Cut is the best out of the three. But you get my point. It's mixed all around. I like Batman v Superman a lot, but I know a lot of people who utterly despise that movie. I know a lot of people who love Man of Steel, but I didn't. I thought it was average. The overall point is Zack Snyder's not the savior that you think he is. His vision that you want to see restored so badly. I just gotta accept the fact that his overall vision was mid. And that's why they rebooted. And if James Gunn, fails with his vision, you think they're gonna bring the Snyderverse back? No. Hell no, they're not bringing it back. They're gonna reboot it again. They're gonna have a new CEO of DC Studios and a new vision. They're gonna start from scratch. They're not gonna bring Snyder back because they know his track record. Probably watch the Rebel Moon movies, part 1 and 2, and double down in not bringing them back because of those two movies. Because you know somebody from WB watched both of those movies, and if they had any sort of feelings of, oh, you know what, there's a fan base out there who likes Zack Snyder, liked what he did within DC, maybe we should bring it back. And then they watched the Rebel Moon movies and said, nah, you know, I'm good. They said, nah, I'm good. F that. I think we made the right choice in starting over. I see on his Instagram page that just one day after he posted the picture of Henry Cavill as Superman, he posted a picture of the dude who played Deathstroke within the DCEU, Joe Manganiello, who also played Flash Thompson in Spider-Man 1 in the Sam Raimi trilogy. Zack Snyder posted a picture of him as Deathstroke in a similar manner to his post of Henry Cavill as Superman. Shot the picture with the same monochrome camera, thanking him for being a perfect Deathstroke that we barely saw. Yeah, we didn't see him. We didn't get to see his Deathstroke, unfortunately. But yeah, that's over too. And you look at his Instagram feed and you see there's a few pictures that are in black and white that look pretty similar. Pretty clear that the Snyder fans are taking this out of context. Pretty obvious. He's just showing pictures. That's all he's doing. Dude's just taking pictures. Absolute zero sign of any return. They just saw the two DCEU pictures and lost their minds. Assumed that it meant something, when in actuality, it meant nothing. But, you know, still they hope and pray that their god, Zack Snyder, returns. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. How long will it take for you guys to actually come to terms with that? It's like the only way seems to be that Zack Snyder is going to have to actually come out and say it himself that, hey, look guys, I appreciate your support for all I've done, but I'm not coming back to DC. It's done. I made what I made, and I'm moving on. That's what he needs to just do. Put it to rest. Just put it to rest. Because it's over.